Hey guys! So I'm going to be doing a plan with me this week, and I'm showing the kit right now. So we have these headers from the Papermusecrafts Oops bag, and then these full boxes from the SimplyWaterColorCo Oops bags, and I was able to foil it. So originally it came like unfoiled. I folded in rose gold, and then I pulled out two of these functional sheets from my Sadies stickers grab bag, and then I also have some bowstrung boxes from the Giving Girl. And then here I'm just showing the kit again. So yeah, the full boxes from Simply Watercolor Co. and then 2 pages from the typewriter kit from Sadie Stickers, like the D-Stash grab bags. Okay, so I'm speeding up this part because yeah, it takes me a while to get the full boxes down and everything. I don't know if how long it takes other people. So this is actually the first spread that I've done in my like newly hauled weekly pages from Sadie Stickers, and I really liked how this kit turned out, even though it's like kind of like a hodgepodge, like mixing things together. Yeah, I really enjoyed how it turned out. But um yeah, so one of the things is I realized it took me forever to get just like the basic full boxes, date toppers, like washi down. um yeah, and actually right now, oh my god, I'm so stupid. But basically, this is my second time recording this video, the voiceover, because what happened was I finished recording the video. I actually recorded it the day I finished the spread. But what ended up happening was I forgot to upload it, and then I was running out of space on my computer, so I deleted all the videos that I had recorded because I was like, oh, everything's done, and then I deleted this video, so I had to redo everything. But that's, yeah, I guess you live and you learn. Anyways, yeah, so I'm putting down the washi. Um, so originally, when I first recorded, I did kind of a story time because it's going to take forever for me to get to the actual weekly spread. So the story time that I told was this trip that I took with my friends to go hiking. And it was my first time hiking. So yeah, okay, so it's definitely very memorable, and one of the actually like most fun times I had like this year, like best memories. So I have done a lot of traveling this year, but I would say because it was my first time hiking, I really didn't know what to expect, and I just thought it was so like cathartic and reflective. So we basically went into like they said it was like an intermediate slash easy trail. So I think it was supposed to be like a 3 hour trail, up and down probably, which actually ended up taking me closer to like 3.5, 4 hours. But anyways, we went on this trail. Before going, I actually wasn't really sure what to expect because, um, yeah, so like what happened was two of my friends, so it was a group of four, including me. So two of my friends really liked hiking, and I guess they're like hiking experts, if you will. And then one of my other friends actually hates hiking, but she was like, I want to see if you like it because typically we like the same things. But I was like, one of my friends that really likes hiking, I also like the same things as her. So I thought I would like hiking because it's nature, and I generally like physical, like being outside, outdoorsy things. But I wasn't really sure. And leading up to this, I would just say, like, because of the pandemic, I definitely haven't been in the best physical shape. But I'm starting school again soon, so or I just started school again. So I had been working out like leading up to this hiking trip. So yeah, I just wasn't sure what to expect. Anyways, we go hiking, and oh my God, it was, I don't know, like whether it was like because I didn't have the right shoes, or because I don't want to blame the tools, right? Like a good crafter doesn't blame his tools. So I don't want to be like, oh, it's because they didn't have the right shoes. Or if it's just like hiking is that intense, or if this trail, because they said it was an intermediate trail. So I was like, oh, it shouldn't be too bad because I'm not like physically that out of shape. But anyways, it just was so scary to me because I remember being like, oh my God, this doesn't seem like the right path. Like we would climb up these rocks, and I'm a pretty tall person. I'm 5'8", and my friend that's like not super into hiking, she's 5'9", and we were struggling. And the two of our friends, the ones that really like hiking, they're actually like on the shorter side, so like 5'4", 5'5", maybe. Like I would say like closer to 5'4", and they were just like plowing ahead. And then me and my other friend, like even though we're taller, it was like for us to climb these rocks. I'm like, how are they like so quick? And it's like so embarrassing too, because I was just like, oh my God, we're so slow. But I think overall I really enjoyed it because while I was like trying to fight for my survival, or like catch up to my friends, I was like really like struggling, right? So um I'm recently going back to school. I had to take some time off recently because during the pandemic, some family members got sick, and I had to take care of them. And basically in the midst of it, like, I feel like my mental health really deteriorated, so I decided it was like probably good for me to take some time off, to like help my family, help support my family, but also just for myself. um and honestly, it was great. I wouldn't have, like, yeah, but I think, even though I think it was the right move to like take some time off, I think now that I'm like going back to school, because I'm going to be in a different class, I was definitely like a little nervous. Anyways, this trip, like this rock climbing, not rock climbing, like hiking, really just took my mind off all this like anxiety and stress, because I was just like, oh my god, I need to climb these mountains, I need to be fast, and like, like watch where I'm stepping. So that's why I think I really enjoyed it, because I was like, wow, I can see why people like it, because you're in nature, like the air is super fresh and crisp, and then like, you're like also like exerting yourself, so like you feel healthy, and then at the top of the mountain the views were amazing. So it was great. And it was also crazy just because like when we went hiking, so it was like early, yeah, it was early April. And one of the things was like at the top of the mountain, it was snowing. And I think maybe that's also part of like why I was like struggling, because like some of the rocks were wet or whatever. But I was just like, why is it snowing? So like on the bottom of the mountain, it was like fine. It was still cold. Don't get me wrong. It was like a cold day, but it was not snowing. And I was just like, why is it snowing? Like, it's April. But anyways, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I would definitely go again. It was like one of those really memorable experiences. And I think next time, I'm probably, because of this, I was like, I think I might get hiking shoes, because I think this is something that I want to do. Like, I wouldn't say like very often, but I would say like 4 or 5 times a year. And if I'm gonna do it every year, I feel like it's like good enough to warrant getting hiking shoes, so that like, because there are puddles and stuff, so that I don't get my sneakers all like wet and muddy. Yeah, because my sneakers were destroyed after this trip, basically. Okay, so now back to the spread. Let me go back and talk about some things. So this was the first week back to school, which was why it was really nice that I ended up getting both like the planner pages so I could plan them. Sorry, my phone is like buzzing. Um, but yeah, so I thought the spread came together very well. So on the date topper situation, what I did was I pulled out some of the, I don't know what they're called, but like they're basically like washi, or like dividers, right? So they're butterfly dividers. It's Sadie stickers, like her butterfly dividers. It's like dividers, and then inside there's like butterflies embedded. And then I did that on alternating days, because I didn't want it to like look the same throughout all the date toppers. So then on the other days, I used on Sadie stickers kits, she has these like scallop dividers, so I used those. And one of the things was that like, for Sadie stickers, her scallop dividers, the colors are like different. So she has 4 different colors. So like the colors are not the same, but I thought that was fine. And then I used 2 sets of the Papermusecrafts bow dividers, bow washi, yeah, dividers. So there's that. And then in the sidebar, I put down a full box. I put down, another divider, like the simple line dividers. And then I use, is that a half box? Yeah, a half box. And then I think I also put down so it was one of Giving Girl's like her Bowstrong boxes, but it's like the fancy kind that's in the shape of a pumpkin, which I thought was fine. And I didn't have any script stickers for the months, which I've seen a lot of people use, and I think that does look like really nice. But since I didn't, I just like used my own. I just wrote my own. I just wrote made in there. And then yeah, here I'm trying to put in some, like, another divider, and that's from Letters to Apollo. It's one of her light gold. I don't know what they call it, but like fancy dividers. Yeah. Honestly, I hope you guys like how this spread turned out, because I thought it like was beautiful. And I think the last plan with me that I did was more of a cartoony, and like just like, I don't know how to describe it, but it was like definitely more like a character-y spread. So I think this one is like the style that I really enjoy, which is like the more elegant and dainty type of style. So yeah, this was my first week back to class. Um, and so there was not a lot of things happening because it was actually orientation week. And because it was orientation week, every day was super packed. We were basically in class, or like in school from 8 a.m. to like 6 p.m. So when I got home, I was just like super exhausted and like headed to bed. But I kind of documented some of the things that happened each day. And then yeah. So I thought everything was good. Sorry, I don't, because I'm still putting down stickers, I feel like there's not that much to say. But yeah, in the sidebar, for the most part, I wrote down like, what this week was. And then I also wrote down like more like encouraging words because I couldn't think of things to write. And then I didn't want to spend too long on this just because, this spread, I think altogether, I don't know how long it takes other people, but it took me like close to 2 hours. So it was like, I think like an hour and like 40 minutes or an hour and 50 minutes or something like that. And then, counting the time it takes to set up the filming and everything, it's probably like closer to 2 hours. So I didn't want to think too long. And yeah, I wonder how other people do their like regular plans, because basically what I end up doing is that like I write down all the things, and then I go back and find like character stickers or like deco stickers or, doodle stickers to put along with them, because I think that would take like a little bit, it would be a little quicker than me like rummaging every single time to find a sticker for like every box immediately. Okay, so yeah, on Monday, I guess I'll just say, like, in general, the stickers that I used for this spread, they were so the full boxes were from Simply Watercolor Co. And then the deco, like, foil stickers are from Letters to Apollo. So the, like, leaf branch thing on Monday was from Letters to Apollo, or Sadie sticker, or Paper Muse Crafts, a $2 Tuesday. I used some floral elements from there. I also used some stickers from PlannerChoco. And then what else did I use? Oh, and I also used some of the, like, as you can see, the collab with Gather Plans. Some things from Panda, Paper Panda. Oh my god, what is that shop called? Panda Bird Designs. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Because this is my second time recording, I feel like I'm getting a little loopy, and I do want to finish recording this because I think the spread looks great. So, I kind of do want to like voice over this, but yeah, hopefully this nothing happens, and this will be like, no hiccups anymore, and I can just like upload it. So anyways, I end up using a lot of the kit from these two pages. And I actually looked it up because typewriter, like the pages from typewriter and the pages from this Simply Watercolor Co kit, which aren't, there's no like name for it. None of the, like, there's no name on any of the full boxes that I got from Simply Watercolor Co. So I looked it up, and it's actually not, yeah, the clip art's not even the same, but it just so happens that like it goes together super well, which is, lucky. Yeah, so I'm like just flipping through trying to find some deco sheets, like foil deco pages. And I'm not sure, like I'm still like debating on like what's the best way to do this. But right now what I did was so yeah, the headers that I use for the day topper, they're called the butterfly lace trims. I really like that. I think I would buy like in the future, I would buy those, which is also why I think I love like oops bags, because it shows me like what kind of things like maybe I wouldn't think to buy it, but then I realize I actually really do like it a lot. Yeah, so like for example, those like, what is it called, like pre-layered garlands, I also think that looks really nice. And I think in the past I just like bought my own and layered it myself, but I think it's nice when it's like pre-layered for you. It is really nice. I also loved those, like, do you see on Tuesday the like half butterfly thing? I think I used three of them in the spread. And I would say, like, if it was up to me when I first saw that sticker, I was like, oh, I don't really care for it. But after using it on this spread, I was like, I really like this. And I would definitely go and purchase it in like other foil colors as well. And like, yeah. And even though like Sadie stickers, all the stickers I'm using are like oops, they honestly don't look like oops at all to me. So. And then here I'm just pulling in a checklist kind of box. I cut them into 3 checklists because I feel like I never have enough for 6, but also I just don't want a whole checklist, like, because it covers the whole box. I usually use these in my Hobonichi, but yeah, like I just don't want like 6 checklists, and I feel like having that like whole box, it takes up too much space. So I do put one in there just to like document some of the things that I have on my to-do list that I need to finish. And one of the things I ended up really appreciating were these, do you see that like huge floral element, foiled floral element on Thursday? I actually bought this. It was not an oops. So I bought it from Sadie Stickers, and I ended up buying 2, like 2 in rose gold, 2 in gold. And then when I got it, then I realized I was like, oh, I feel like this is such a big thing. Like, how would I put it into spreads? And I think in the spread, it turned out really well. So it kind of showed me like how I can like add it in without it being too, you know, what's the word? Basically too noticeable, like too much. Yeah. Oh yeah, and you guys will see there's like some paper behind the spread, and that's because originally thought I was going to be writing directly on the pages, which I ended up not doing at all, but I just thought it'd be nice to have some paper behind it because I think it helps with like ink flow and stuff like that. So it's not just like directly on the table. Yeah, so I'm just like trying to pull in some foil decorative elements, and that's the sheet I was talking about, that Sadie stickers, like with all the floral elements, and it's pretty big in terms of like the floral elements. That's why I was like not sure I would be able to pull it off, but I really like it. Like for example, on Tuesday, I think that looks nice, and even on Thursday, I don't think it's like too much. Um, Yeah, on Monday, I realized, so I'm using one of those butterfly corners from Sadie Stickers. I realized I didn't like how that looked exactly. I think it should be used as a corner, not like horizontally. But I realized it too late, so what can I do? Oh, and I realized I don't like that. So that's a bunny, I think. Yeah, a bunny like half garland. So I put it on the full box, and I think that looks nice actually, to just give more foil accents. Um, Oh yeah, another shop that I'm using. So you see that like heart garland on Saturday? That's from the Sticker Guru grab bags. And the floral stem on Wednesday, that's from Papermusecrafts, one of her $2 Tuesdays. The heart double swoop on both Sunday and on Wednesday, that's from Sadie Stickers. And I realized also through this spread, this is the first time that I've been able to use those like mini boxes and like fancy boxes. I realized I really like them. Yeah, both from like Piano Bird Designs and from like the Sadie Stickers kits. So I feel like in the future I might. That's also why I think, but so Piano Bird Designs, I love the Gathered Plans collection. It's just really pricey if you buy it like alone. So I think in the future I might have to try to buy more oops bags. Yeah, because I don't think I am financially stable enough to order it just alone. But you know. Honestly, super excited that the my planner pages came in because now I can start planning. I have so many kits like hoarded up, like remember from my Jackson Pepper haul, like all my hauls that I'm just excited to use. And because I like this kit so much, I'm realizing I feel like I made a mistake in purchasing some of the SPC kits, but I did end up destashing some of them, and then it's just the full boxes. Like I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll keep them around. But there's just like so many kits that I really am excited to use that like I feel like I actually won't be able to use the SPC kits. Oh, not SPC, Scribble Prints Co. Right, Scribble Prints Co. So SPC, yeah, kits. Um, but what do you guys think about this spread? I really liked how it turned out. Sorry, there's so much just me laying down some stickers, but once I start writing in the like items, it goes super quickly. But if you guys have any questions about anything, like where it's from, or what I did, you can let me know. Honestly, really appreciate it if people comment, because, you know, gives me inspiration for what to do. Oh yeah, here I'm just like organizing these piles because I'm trying to find some more. What am I looking for exactly? I think I was just trying to find deco, honestly. Because I think I wanted to add in some more elements, foiled elements, but I wasn't sure what I wanted. So I'm just like looking through and then sorting them, because, you know, I'm sure this happens to everyone, but after like planning for, you know, a while, all your stickers are jumbled up. Yeah. Sorry, I don't actually remember what I recorded in the first video. There's definitely not, like, the first time I recorded this, there's definitely not this much silence. But part of me, oh, okay, so yeah, I'm like writing in that it was orientation week and it was called Spice Week. That's what they call it. And then I'm like thinking about like what kind of motivational things I want to put in those two boxes. But yeah. But what I was trying to say is, like, I don't remember there being this much silence on the first time around, but I think like it's probably because I was like more concise this time in terms of like what I wanted to say. Hopefully it still like comes across as enthusiastic and everything, because I know like when I first recorded it the first time I was like, oh, I really liked how it turned out and everything. But now I feel like I'm like a little bit like lower energy because this is the second time, and also I'm just a little tired because it's been a long weekend. Yeah, and here I'm just looking through. So I foiled both the oops bags, the black oops bags that I got from what is that thing called? Giving Girl, and then Paper Trail Plans, and even SimplyWaterColorCo. They're all foilable, so I just ended up foiling them, and then that was like that stash that I was showing. So here I'm just writing down some things. Oh yeah, so I'm having brunch on Sunday with my dad. I wrote that down. I went to Trader Joe's on Saturday. I wrote that down. Oh yeah, so Monday I'm just writing that the like orientation was, you know, the first thing basically. And then, oh yeah, so I go in every day and I'm filling out. So we did do a lot, like obviously because it was such a long, like long week of orientation, but I'm mainly just writing down the diseases that I covered every day. We were split into groups and each group covered a different disease. So I'm just like writing down the diseases that I covered every day. And yeah, so like there's so many groups, but I just chose the ones I did because those are the ones that, like, since I covered it, I should know it really well. And what ended up happening was I actually like forgot two of them. And so I'm like looking them up through my notes, like what were the two? And it's crazy because like I planned this yesterday, and then I did do the voiceover yesterday as well, but yesterday being May 7th, but I was just like, oh, it happened this week, and I like already am like forgetting what it was. But it just ended up that both things that I forgot, like one was pelvic inflammatory disease and one was strep throat. They were first of all both very common, but also both like bacterial cause, like so like the treatments like antibiotics. And I was just like, oh, I can't believe like I forgot. Yeah, I don't know if there's like something going on there, but anyways, I write down. Yeah, I'm just like writing down things that we did that were memorable. Oh, yeah, and then on Saturday or yesterday, basically, I decided that I wanted to do some cooking because this week, for the most part, I've just been eating sandwiches, because the pre-made sandwiches, because I've been too tired to do any cooking. So, you know, yesterday I decided I wanted to do some cooking and like basically some errands around the house. Yeah, so here I'm just like writing in some more motivational things like you got this. I think I wrote thrive. Is that what I write? Yeah, so I'm just like, let's thrive. And then on Monday, yeah, so I survived. Oh yeah, and then on Tuesday things happened. Got my time of the month. So I think I was feeling a little bit like more emotional, but I was like trying to, you know, keep it down. And then I also called with my friend, my college friend Annie, so that was really nice. Not for long too, because like honestly we're all super busy, but yeah. And then on Wednesday we had pizza lunch. I just wrote it down, even though like it wasn't anything special, but the school provided it to us. I was just like, you know what, let's just, why not. Because honestly, I think this week was kind of boring in terms of just because it was orientation, like most of it was just school stuff. So there isn't anything super exciting. And then on the weekends, I've mainly just been doing errands, but I thought, like, why not just like write down some of this stuff? Yeah. And then I called with my mom on Wednesday as well. On Thursday, I write down. So this whole week, I've been watching the show Modern Family. I usually watch like an episode before going to bed, and yeah, I really like. I mean, obviously, this is not the first time I've seen this. I'm actually rewatching Modern Family, but it's definitely a really good show. Towards the end, it's like a little bit, like different. I would say like the early seasons are like, in my opinion, the best, but I still really like the show. I like all the characters. It's so like dynamic in terms of like these yeah, and I honestly I love these types of sitcoms like Modern Family, Office, Parks and Rec, favorite shows. And if no one's seen the show Superstore, I highly recommend. Like I watched it. That was like the show I watched. I guess like late last year, early this year. And I fell in love with that show. I've watched it many times, but actually this is my first time rewatching Modern Family. So yeah. What else? Oh yeah, so on Thursday I did cook. So the whole week for dinner, mainly I've been eating like frozen sandwiches that I've like meal prepped from before. But I decided that like on Thursday I wanted to make some hot pot, so I did a personal hot pot for myself. What else? So I think on Friday I was just feeling so tired. We actually ended it a little earlier, so I think we ended around 4. Yeah, we ended around 4, so I got home like around 4:30. But I was so tired. I was just like sleeping and napping. But I think also maybe the period like emotions were catching up to me, like that I kind of suppressed this week. So I was just like I feel like so exhausted and like, I think I just wanted to rest. But it was good. So yeah, now I'm pulling out some icons from White Deer Stationery. So like I'm using a rice bowl to show that I cooked sondubu, which is like a Korean tofu soup, and then I'm using the stethoscope to mark the like basically the cases that we did from Martin Day. I don't use it for everything, and then I'm using a cell phone icon to mark that. I called with my friend Annie. Oh yeah, and I put a sandwich. So on Sunday, which is today, I am planning on meal prepping, making some more sandwiches for myself, and then also just I think prepping some breakfast bowls. Like yeah, and then I'm trying to find some Coffee Monsters Co stickers. And as you guys can see, especially with I don't think I put down all of them yet, but you'll see me putting them down later. But you see on the sandwich on Sunday, right? So I have a heart sticker. It's a rose gold heart sticker from Sadies stickers. And I'm just like adding those to these icons and to the doodles later. The main reason that I'm using that is because I've seen Lauren from Plan Wish Plan do that. And I really liked how it turned out for her. So I was inspired. I feel like I want to do that as well. Yeah, so now I'm flipping through. And these are the binders that I use to carry my, or like albums that I use to store my character stickers. And I like it because it's like really nice and organized, but I also don't love it in the fact that it's kind of like every single time I pick them out, it is a little bit more work, I think, sometimes. And so you see I have a stack that I just like haven't put in because that's the other thing. It's like I think I like it when things are organized by category, like for example, school with school and things like that. But basically when I put in an album, like I would have to plan ahead and like skip pages or else like I would have to move everything all together. So that's why I think I've seen some people like, for example, Andrea from SBC and like a lot of people, they just like keep all their character stickers out. So I'm like thinking maybe I'll do that in the future. And then for Trader Joe's, I used a character sticker from the shop Van Sticky, and I know her shop is closed now, but I really liked her shop back in the day. And then so today I am planning on like at night doing like a bath time and like some face masks, like self-care. So I use this like washing head emoji, or no, what does she call them? I forget. Oh my god, this is so terrible. But it's from Once More with Love. She doesn't call them emojis. That's what TheCoffeeMonsterzCo calls them. Munchkin. I used the Munchkin. The color kind of doesn't really match because it's a little bit bright, but I figured why not, like. So I used that. And then, on Friday, I wrote, well, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I wrote IHOP is delicious. And what I'm referring to is not the actual, like, chain restaurant. I'm talking about this wax from Sassy Girl Aroma. It's called IHOP. So that's when I received this wax. And it was so delicious, like, out of the bag. I was like, I have to melt this. Also, I was feeling really, like, tired and, like, sleepy from the whole week and exhausted. So I think on Friday it was like perfect. Like I was like, oh my god, aromatherapy like definitely works. It was just amazing. And then went to take my nap. I guess it was like So it was actually just a nap, like on 4 o'clock. Yeah, so like I took a nap from like 4 to 6, and it was really nice. And then for the hot pot sticker, I used actually a tea sticker because I don't have any hot pots. Oh, so now we're at the end. I did not expect that, but these are the stickers that I have left. Not that many. And then I had one full box left. And then these were the headers that were left over. So now I'm going to show you guys a close-up, and let me know if there's like anything I can improve for my future plan with me's. But I hope you guys enjoyed this spread, and I'll see you guys next time.